before you can do page 7, you've got to understand what exponents are and what bases are. An exponent is this small number here above this base. And this is an exponent above this base. What are exponents? Exponents are numbers that tell you how many times you're going to multiply the base times itself. Since the exponent of this 3 here is 2, that means that I'm going to multiply the base 3 times itself twice. That's why I have 3 times 3. Since the exponent above this base x, is 3, that means I'm going to multiply x times itself 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Because this number and this variable are next to each other, that means I've got to multiply these two together. That's why I have 3 times 3 for the exponent of 2 times, because they're next to each other, x times x times x. So this whole expression means 3 raised to the power of 2 times x raised to the power of 3. Whenever you have a number and a letter right next to each other, that means multiplication. So this 3x really means 3 times x. That's why I'm multiplying the 3's with the x's. When a number does not have an exponent, the exponent is understood to be 1. When a variable does not have an exponent, the exponent is understood to be 1. Whenever you see a variable or a number with no exponent, you automatically know, or you should automatically know, that the exponent is 1. What does this mean? This means that I'm going to multiply x plus y times itself 2 times, because the base is x plus y and the exponent is 2. This 2 exponent is for this whole expression because it's on the outside of the parentheses. So the way that I would write this out is x plus y times x plus y, because the exponent is 2, and that 2 tells me how many times I'm going to multiply x plus y times itself. If the exponent would have been 3, then that 3 tells me that I'm going to multiply x plus y times itself 3 times. Once, twice, 3 times. Okay, what does this mean? Well, I have a base of x with an exponent of 2, and here I have a base y with an exponent of 4. Here I have a base x with an exponent of 9, and a base y with no exponent. Yes, no, that's not true. There is an exponent. The exponent is 1, but we don't write the 1. Okay, we just leave it blank. But I'm going to write it just for you to remember that when there's no exponent, the exponent is 1. So what does this mean? X with a base x with an exponent of 2 means that you're going to multiply this x times itself 2 times. So you're going to write x times x, and this means times y, so we're going to do times base y. Exponent 4 means that we're going to multiply y times itself 4 times. Divided by base x exponent 9. So that means we're going to multiply x times itself 9 times. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9. X times itself 9 times. There's 1 y, so that's why there's 1 y here. The numerator was x, base x with an exponent of 2, so we multiplied x times itself 2 times. The other numerator was y base y with an exponent of 4, so we multiplied the y 4 times. Y times y times y times y. In page number 7, they're going to want you to write out the exponents like this. Considering what you've just learned, you should have no problem doing this term here. We've got base x with an exponent of 4, so that means we're going to multiply x times itself 4 times. We've got y with no exponent, so that means it's a 1. The exponent is 1, so we write 1y. And then we have z, base z with an exponent of 3, so we're going to multiply z times itself 3 times. And that's our answer. Here we have an exponent of 3 with a base of x over 3. We're going to multiply x over 3, or x divided by 3, times itself 3 times, because there is a parenthesis here and the exponent is on the outside of the parentheses. So we're going to do x over 3 times x over 3 times x over 3. Here we have a base of x plus y with an exponent of 2, so that means we're going to multiply x plus y times itself twice. 7 plus y. 7 plus y times 7 plus y. Here we have a base of 3y with an exponent of 4, so that means we're going to multiply 3 times y 4 times, right? So we're going to have 3, let's write it out, 3 times y times 3 times y times 3 times y, that's 3 times, just one more time, times 3 times y. Okay. Now, to make this look a little bit neater, we could rearrange the variables and the numbers so that all the numbers are by themselves, together, and all the variables are together. So we could write 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. It's the same thing. See, 4 threes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then times y times y times y times y. You have the same amount of y's multiplied by the same amount of 3's. When you work it out, your answer comes out to the same. It's just that you have a more uniform pattern here where you have all the numbers together and all the letters together.